All right, we are going to do lesson A, page 50. As I did this one with Rogine, I realized you might have a little difficulty with it, mainly because we have not really covered all of the linking verbs. So you might not recognize some of the parts of speech here. So you will be using chart F. So before you start this lesson, I want you to review chart F, the reflexive pronouns. And also I want you to read through the linking verbs and helping verbs. Read through this verb chart, okay? It'll be good review. It is chart C. I wrote the, we have am, are, is, was, were, being, been are our linking verbs. But we also have feel, become, remain, taste, seem, appear, look, sound, stay, smell, grow. So open up your chart. See, if you don't have it in front of you, pause the video, grab your chart, turn it on. We're going to say them together, okay? Feel, become, remain, taste, seem, appear, look, sound, stay, smell, grow. Am, are, is, was, were, be, being, been, okay? All right, so our sentence, we're going to read our sentence. When they came back later, I seemed myself again. This is a declarative sentence. I had some alerts go off. I saw a subordinating conjunction. So you can also add what chart you might help you with. This is chart H. Chart H. Okay, that has our subordinating conjunctions. When, while, where, as, since, if, although, whereas, unless, because, after, as if, as long as soon as though, before, and you can read the rest. Until, whenever, wherever, why, okay? So first we look for our phrases. Are there any phrases? Did I come across any prepositions? No prepositions. So there are no prepositional phrases. Are there any clauses? Yeah, there definitely is, because this is our conjunction, our subordinate conjunction. So this is our subordinating clause, okay? Because it has a subordinating conjunction. So this is going to be our main clause, okay? I'm going to write it down here because I'm right here. I'm going to put our pattern of our sentence. So, if we look for here, they is our subject. They what? They came back. It's a predicate verb. So right here I see that this pattern is a SVI. Okay? There is no direct object. So there's no transferring any sort of action. Back and later, those are both adverbs. It is answering the question. What question is it answering? If you're saying when, you are right. When did they come? Later. Back later. They came back later. All right, now we're going to look at our main clause. I seemed myself again. We know this is our main clause because it can stand alone by itself and make a complete sentence. This is our subordinating clause because when they came back later, that is not a complete thought. Okay, it might have a subject and it might have a predicate verb, but it's not a complete thought. When they came back later, it's so our main clause is always pulling our trailer. Remember, here's our main clause, our big semi, and it's pulling the subordinate clause. Okay, so this trailer needs the main clause to pull it. I seemed myself again. This sentence is about I seemed. This is my predicate verb. It's a linking verb. I seemed who or what? Myself. Huh, is myself renaming the subject or describing the subject? It's not describing the subject, it's renaming. You should be able to put I equals myself for the test. If you look here on your verb chart, chart C. And when I open up my chart, I want you to do it as well. I'm not doing this for myself. I know my charts. I'm doing it for you. So on chart C, open up your chart. You will see here the test. A linking verb makes an assertion by joining two words. Test. The verb can be replaced with an equal sign without changing the meaning. I equals myself. Well, yeah. So it's a linking verb, okay? Again. What part of speech is again? Well, when did I see myself? When? When? Again. So this is an adverb, an adverbial element. And when they came back later, this is an adverbial clause. Because it's answering when. When did they see themselves again? When they came back later. Okay, so we have an SVI, and the sentence pattern here is a SVL P, oh, not a PA, a PN, predicate nominative. Wait, so I'm sorry. Here I did that all wrong. I'm sorry, I told myself. I seemed, this is the predicate nominative. I seemed myself. I'm sorry. That was a total flip-flop of my brain. So now we're going to diagram this. And I have a SVI and a SVLPN. So I have my SVI. I have my subordinating, a big capital W, my subordinating conjunction, and remember it hooks up the verbs. So I have my subject, verb, and my predicate nominative. And that's why it's slanting, because this is renaming the subject, okay? So oopsies. This is my main clause. The main clause goes on top. Sorry about that. Okay, I seemed myself when? Again, it's an adverb. Seemed myself again when they came back later. Got it? All right. If you're still working on it, pause the video. I'm going to start on my next one. My next sentence is, unfortunately, comma, after the loss, oh, ding, 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 ding. After the loss, they were not themselves. Oops, okay. All right, order of analysis, phrases, clauses, principal elements, modifiers. Any phrases? Yes. Now, be careful on this. When I said ding, 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 after. After is a preposition, but you will also find after as a subordinate conjunction. So what is it acting as here? Is it acting as a conjunction or is it acting as a preposition? And I would say, dear friends, it is a prepositional phrase. Okay? So there's our phrase. Are there any clauses? No. When, while, where, as, since, if, although, whereas, unless, because. No, definitely not. What we have here is just a simple sentence. So we don't even have a subordinating clause, just a simple sentence. Okay? So what is our subject? They. They what? Were. What kind of verb is that?
It's a linking verb.
I heard from the kitchen a linking verb. So now we're looking at themselves. Themselves. Is that renaming they or is it describing? And remember, they equals themselves. It's definitely a linking verb because it passes this rule. They were themselves. It is renaming. So it's a predicate nominative. Now what about that word not? It is saying how they were. How were they not?
So it's to what extent?
Yeah, to what extent, how, not. They were not. So it's an adverb. So we covered our principal elements, and now we're on our modifiers. This prepositional phrase, we have to determine if it's adverbial or adjectival. So what question is it answering? And if you don't know, go back to your adverbs and adjectives. Is it answering how they lost or how they were not? Is it answering when, where, why, how often? Is it answering what kind, how many, which, or whose? It's definitely answering the question when. When were they not themselves?
After the loss.
After the loss. So this is an adverbial prepositional phrase. Unfortunately, is telling us it is an adverb, and it's kind of saying like to what extent or how. It's an adverb, okay? So now we're going to diagram it. This one's fairly easy because we only have the main clause. So we have subject, linking verb, predicate, nominative. So I have they were not themselves. Unfortunately, and also after the loss. Okay, a little messy, but I know you get it. So if you're still working on that and need to review it, just pause it. I'm going to move on to the next sentence. Wait, that was our last one. We did two. Okay. That's it. All right. So that's it. Bye.